Welcome. Today we are making another recipe. This is seeds. These are pumpkin seeds that we are going to make some meatless vegetarian bowls, which I hope you'd like to test and also like to try at home. So these are pumpkin seeds. These are some of the seeds that I harvested from my pumpkins, and then I roasted them, and then eventually we are going to pound them now. This is about a full cup of pumpkin seeds that are roasted. So for this recipe you need the pumpkin seeds, and you also need the coriander. So this is coriander. It was also harvested from here as well, so we try to keep it, and then we are going to use them today. And so you also need the tomatoes. This is 1.5 small tomato. We also have sweet basil. We also have just a small branch of rosemary, and we also have leek underneath, which is actually cut there, that you can see, right? So this is what we will use for now. For those who don't know how leek looks like, leeks look like this. So this is leek. It looks like spring onion, so that is leek. Okay, so we have also prepared our our vegetable broth, which is made of parsley, which you can see here. This is a part of the parsley that we used to make the broth, but you are going to see it later as we take the next stage. For now, we are going to pound this. We are going to pound the seeds, so we are going to pour it in here. And also you are going to need a pinch of salt, right? We are not going to need a pinch of salt. To need salt. I'm using the cold salt, so I've put a pinch of salt here. I can add a little bit, just a little bit, but we don't want a lot of more of salt, because our vegetable broth also we are going to add a bit of salt, so we don't want a lot of salt in it. Now the pumpkins, they are rich in many omega fats, especially which are needed for our body, and they contain a lot of nutrients. They have manganese, they have iron. They are rich in that, and so they are good for our body. And so what we're gonna do for now, we are just going to start pounding, right? But first we need to pound gently so that we don't have our seeds popping out. All right. So we are going to pound now. Okay, so you can see now we are crushing the seeds. Okay, I hope you are able to see clear inside here. Okay, we are going to crush it. We need to pound. Wow, they smell so nice. It smells so nice, especially when you are done at the end of the day. It smells like, I would say, like liver, something like that. I don't know, something in that line, but yeah, it smells so nice. Yeah, okay, so you can see now it's almost powdery, but we need to continue pounding. Okay. Before we can add other ingredients to it. So we need to continue pounding. We need to make sure that they are well crushed. Now if you pound longer, you will see that they start releasing oil. Okay. Well, if you want, you can first start crushing them in the food processor, but I prefer to do this first instead of food processor, because you may find yourself where you don't have a food processor. So we can do the natural way, exercising the biceps and the triceps. Okay. Okay, so you can see now they are starting to form small balls as they release the oil. Just remember to preserve some seeds for your next growing. Don't eat everything, because you will not be able to plant the next season. Okay, so you can see what is actually happening now. Okay, it's crushed. Okay, but we need to continue pound it even more. Okay, so you need to start doing it a little bit earlier, so it allows you to, you know, to have plenty of time until when it becomes like pests. Okay, so you can see the seeds under there are still coming out. You see it's starting to get moist down there. Okay, we are getting there. So your warm water should already, your vegetable broth, you can use warm water if you don't have ingredient for the vegetable broth. So it should already have boiled, right? So when we go back, we just need to go quickly switch it on again. Okay, you can see we are getting somewhere. It's still a little bit powdery, but it's starting to form and getting moist. Okay, quite an interesting exercise. Yeah, it's good for us. It's good for one's healthy, and it also helps you to keep up with your traditional route, so you don't actually forget how it is to pound. Okay, so you can see now it's forming. Okay, we are getting there. Just to make sure we don't spill off and waste food. You know, you should make sure that you crush them so nicely so that when you chew them, they can be easily digested, right? If you don't have the one that you have harvested yourself, you can actually get some from the shops. Then you can do the same thing. It smells so good. Very nice. Okay, we continue pounding. You can actually see now it's no longer powdery as we started before. So we continue pound, and more pounding. Okay, so we are almost there. Okay, I didn't have enough seeds, but if you have, you can make it more. It's good. I wanted to preserve some for my next planting season. You know, after this winter, you can start growing your squash in your garden, so you can't eat everything. We need to preserve some. Okay, so you can see now it's getting moist. It's getting there. Okay, we just need to continue a little bit more. More pounding. Okay. Okay, we continue. It smells so good. And actually, if you continue pounding like that, eventually you have oil. So for now, we are going to add our coriander, just a little bit. We are going to add our coriander. Okay, we are going to add coriander. This gives a good taste as well. Okay, our coriander. This is our coriander. Okay, this is 1/4 cup. So we just put a bit of it, and then we pound. I think that will be enough for now. We're not going to add more of it unless if we want more of the coriander flavor. Okay, we need to pound more. So you can see we have been pounding until you see your seeds. They are starting to form like into cluster kind of, because the moist is getting more and more. So yeah, for now we are going to add our tomatoes and our other herbs. Then we are going to continue crushing them until further notice. Then we are going to form the balls. Okay, so for now I'm starting to add the tomatoes first. Okay, I'm not gonna put all of it for now. Okay, so we are crushing the tomatoes. Okay. Okay, then we will add also the other greenies, which is the leek. Okay, and then we'll also add the basil in there. This is a sweet basil. I'll also strip off some rosemary leaves in there. Okay. Okay, so we have put those and we are going to continue crushing. So we need to be very careful now because it's kind of getting sticky, and we continue to pound. You can add other herbs that you prefer to put. For now, I just thought let me add only this one. Okay. Okay, so you can see it's getting sticky. Yeah. Now I need to hold it down, making sure that okay. You are allowed to test the salt. If the salt is not enough, you can always add, depending on how much you want it, but I discourage eating a lot of salt as it actually affects our kidney. And it will be even wiser decision if you can afford it. The Himalayan salt is much better. Okay, so okay, so it's too sticky, so you can actually see it's a little bit sticky. Okay, but it tastes nice. So we are going to pound just a little bit. Just a little bit. Okay. Okay. Okay, so they are ready. For now, we are going to scoop it out, and we are going to start forming our balls. Of course, I'll need to dust my hands with some flour because it's a little bit wet due to some vegetables that I added in. Yeah, so for now, I'm going to get a dish, and we are going to put it in there. Then we are going to form our balls, our seed balls. So we are going to scoop now. We are going to scoop now. Scoop it out. Yeah. Okay, you can actually see it holds. It actually sticks. So if you have got more seeds, you can actually do this. When you continue crushing, it shouldn't be this too wet, because then if you are making oil, you would not add the tomatoes and all that. Yeah, if you continue crushing, then it will start raising oil. But for now, we are not making the oil. We are doing something else. So so we are going to remove it. Okay, we are just going to remove it now. Okay, so we are going to scoop it out now, and we'll be putting it in this bowl. Okay. Okay. Yep. You can actually see how it looks like. Just make sure that nothing goes to waste. Okay. Right. So here we go. Okay, like I said, it's not a lot because that's how much my seeds weigh. So yeah, for now we go inside. We are going to continue. As I said, we need to finish up, so we are going to make the balls. You can actually see it's, in fact, I thought I needed to dust my hand, but I think it's fine. I don't need to dust my hand. So we're just going to make the ball. In the meantime, our vegetable broth is already boiling. Okay, so we are going to make some balls here out of this. Okay, right. Okay. So far we made 3, so we can only make 4 out of 1 cup. Okay, that's still fine. Okay, and so now we will take this to the boiling broth. Come with me. The boiling broth which we need to put in. So we are going to put, there's a little bit of salt in there. So we put celery, rosemary, and oregano. So that's what we put there, and we are going to allow it to boil a little bit. Okay, so it should be covered for now, and we allow it to boil a little bit more before we can serve it. Okay, so we give it a few minutes. In the meantime, I'm steaming some veggies here, which is spinach, right, that I'm going to use for serving with those. Okay, so we are using the spinach. I've also thrown in some 2 okra inside there. So for now we let it steam a little bit, and then we close. Okay, maybe I will just add a little bit of garlic for now. Alright, so this is our vegetable that we have steamed. I'm just sprinkling some bit of garlic on it. I'm sure by now you know I love garlic and cayenne pepper, but I don't think cayenne pepper, it's not supposed to be cooked. Okay, I've also put some stock of spinach. Okay, just to allow it just to. Okay, all right. It's our okra. It's getting soft and tender also. Okay, so we cover here. Our things, they are getting ready. Because remember, they are already roasted. They were already roasted, so we don't need to boil them for longer. Okay, so we don't need to boil them for longer. So you can see they are getting there. So we can remove them. Okay, this shows that they are ready. Okay. All right, so for now you can see we have put our spinach there. This is where we will dish our meatless bowl, our seed bowl, I would say. Okay, we are trying just to remove them, not with water. Okay, so that's our final product. Okay, so it's fine. You can also eat this the vegetable broth that has been steamed. Okay, so then from there you can see we are just going to drizzle a little bit of oil on it, but that's optional. Let me just quickly drizzle a little bit of oil on them. It is optional, you don't have to do that. Okay, I'm using canola like I said before, so just a little bit on your, yeah. Okay, so there you have it. You have your, so there we have it. We have our vegetarian seed bowl, I would say, without meat, and they are very nice and tasty, just as they look. So you can try it. On this plate you eat everything, right? You eat everything, you don't throw anything. So starting from the spinach stalk, going to the spinach itself, the okra and everything, so you get to eat everything. So you see, what we eat is very crucial. Like I said in the previous video, it is very important because it makes up our body in terms of, that's what fuel up our body. So if we eat junk food, it means that our body will build up of junk food. So as we've seen here, the seeds, they are rich in many minerals and nutrients that our body requires, and the spinach is also rich in iron for those that are lacking iron. And then we have also okra is good also for diabetic people now, and all that. So yeah, you can try this recipe and let me know what you think about it. And we praise God and thank God for the little skills that God has given us. We thank him for that. Bye bye for now.